second, I'm gonna welcome to the class. This test. I've been doing this for a long, long time. You gotta have your mask completely covered. It's not convenient, but that's how you have to practice. That's your option. Okay. So, even though this is gonna be a real test and stuff like that, the way we're gonna do this is a little bit different. But everything else is timed and stuff. So you have to have a graphing calculator or calculator at least ready. I want you guys to open page number the math test. I don't know why my page numbers are not printed, but the math test to question number 51. Sorry, 56, please. So online students, you can hear me, right?
Yep, we can hear you.
And make sure you guys have your mask on as part of the practice. So you got on question number 56 of the math test. Everybody on math test question 56. Right? Okay. Ready?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, 56, page number 50, question number 56. All right. As you guys are in the advanced level, so we'll be doing the tougher part of the problems. The 56 to 60, the 5 questions, you'll have a total of 8 minutes. Your time starts now. 56 to 60, 8 minutes. Krish, you have joined the wrong class. You should join the Maddie session. Krish, join the Maddie session. The test has already started.
Oh, okay.
Thumbs up? All right. I'm going to read out the answers 56 to 60. We'll be on task on this one and we'll have no time to mess around with, okay? HDK AF. Repeat. HDK AF. Do you have any questions?
57.
Next.
58.
Any questions? All right, you guys will be doing now 51 to 55, and you'll have 7 minutes. Seven minutes, 51 to 55. Your time starts now. I know some students have joined late. We are on math test, question number 51 to 55. Time's up. Let's get started here. Question number 57, 58, and 60. If I can have your attention, please. On question number 57, they're given the function of f of x as x cubed plus x cubed plus 3, and they're saying that the g of x can be derived from f of x such a way that the g of negative x is equal to negative g of x, which is an odd function. And they're given 4 options. Let me tell you how I did it. The key thing I observed here is when I replace x with negative x, this term will not get affected in any way. Am I right? Because there is no x here. If that is the case, then when I put g of negative x, then only this will change, not this one. So it will, whatever it is function, it won't work out. So I thought, so I directly started with D option, where when you translate it vertically up and down and try to get rid of 3, then you'll not have to deal with 3. So you take the f of x, move it down by 3 points, you get g of x. So f of x is g of x is f of x minus 3. Now the 3 is removed, you're left with x cubed. Then if I replace x with negative x, then I get the odd function. Your main task in this problem is to get rid of this 3. How many got this question right? 1.
Jackson.
Audrey.
Really good question. This has a positive equate. So not only you would, if you get it right, you get more than a point. I don't have time to waste, so if you have any questions, ask, otherwise I'm gonna keep moving. Question number 58. So they have a cylinder pi r squared, which is a volume. One has a pi r squared, radius is r, height is height. The other one has a 3 times r and 2 times the height. So 3r squared becomes 9r squared, and then height becomes 2h, so it becomes 18 times of it. So it's 18 volume V1. Okay. Question number 60. We have a sin x trigonometric graph, and what they're asking is, what is the which of the following is the period of the function? So what they gave was the sin x equation, sin x graph, and they gave this point as pi. So you need to understand what's the definition of period. Period is completion of one wave. Okay? You need to know this. This is for calc and this is for physics. So this completes a wave. A one crest and one trough complete is one wave. So if these are 3 waves here and it's equal to pi, each one should be pi thirds. So the period of this function is pi thirds. You can trace your graph 1, 2, 3, that's the point pi. So what's the definition of a wave? It's one complete period, and what's a wave is? It's a one crest and one trough. You guys good? Questions? 51 to 55. BHB, FA, BHB, FA. Questions?
Go over 53, please.
54. 54 had. 55.
Question number 45 to 50, 46 to 50. You'll have 6 minutes. 46 to 50. Go. Time's up. All right, let's have your attention on the these three questions here. Let's start with 54. 54 had the highest negative equate. I don't know who asked, but it's a midpoint formula from page 7 of the math packet. So just plug and play. So if you make a mistake in this one, it's going to hurt you a lot. You're almost out of 36 under 35 with one mistake on this question. You're almost at 34. This question. Yep. This is a bad one to miss because it's just the average of the x and the average of the y. Gravitational law of gravitational equation, famous physics equation. So G times m1 m2 divided by r squared. So they are saying they're dividing the first mass by 2. So m1 divided by 2. They have not mentioned anything about the second mass, so we keep it as it is. The r gets tripled, so it becomes 3r squared. So G m1 m2 divided by r squared. So 3 squared is 9, so that's the denominator. 2 is in the denominator, so this becomes 1/18 of the original equation. So by tripling the radius and halving the first mass, you're reducing the gravitational force by 18 times. Good? If you're not sure, ask questions. This is probably one of the toughest questions of the test. This was not easy. So let me ask, did anybody get this question right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did anybody guess on those and got it right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, guess doesn't count. Okay. But so this has the highest positive equate as well. So that means you're going to get a lot of points on this. If I have to tell, April 2013 was an example where English test was so tough that even if you made I would like 5 mistakes or 4 mistakes, you still end up getting a 36. So, and there are some tests when even if you make 1 mistake, you drop by 2 points. All right, so listen up on this problem. So you have a triangle here. Looks like it's an isosceles triangle. They want to know the percent area of this in the second quadrant. So of course you guys would have highlighted that. The fundamental says to find the percent, you need to know the area of that triangle divided by the area of the entire triangle, right? That's a base equation. So the area of the big triangle, the full triangle, this distance is 4, this distance is 6, so the vertical height is 10. The base is, this is 5, this is 4, the base is 9. 9 times 10 divided by 2 is 45. That's your total area of the triangle. Fair enough? Now, that was the easy part. The tough part was to find this area. So to find the area of this right angle triangle, I needed to know what is the slope, because if I know the slope of this line, then I actually can use the y is equal to mx plus b equation to find the y-intercept of that line and the x-intercept of that line, which happen to be the base and the height of that equation of the triangle. So I found these 2 points, A, B points, found the slope. You know, you guys know how to find the slope. Then y is equal to 2x, which is a slope, plus b is a y-intercept. So I took any of these 2 points, I picked this one, y is 6, x is 1, I found this y-intercept as 4. So this point is 4, so this distance is 4, which is the height of the triangle. Then I found the x-intercept by putting y is equal to 0 and solving for x, which is xi, x-intercept, which is -2, this point. So that means the distance is 2. So the area of this triangle is 4 times 2, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 45 times 100 is 9%, 8.888%. Good? Questions? So far we have done 10 questions. Did anybody get all 10 correct?
Audrey.
That's good, Audrey. 1 wrong. 2.
Yep. Damon.
1 wrong, David. Okay, 2. Okay. All right. Remember, I've taken picture of this. It will be in the if you I'll be posting in the GroupMe app. This problem, question number 53, is the most important one for the test. 46 to 50. (46 to 50). KBJ. EJ. Repeat. KBJ. EJ. Questions? Yes.
46 and 48.
46 and 48. Okay.
Number 50 as well.
Let me write it down so I don't forget. (46)
48.
49.
This three? Okay. Online students, I hope you if you have any questions, you're going to ask me. We're going to go to first question number 1 of the math packet. Everybody ready on the first question? 1 to 10, you'll have 5 minutes. Your time starts now. Do you guys need more time? Do you need more time? Okay. All right, let's go to these questions. 46, 48, and 49. All right, let's start with the easy ones. 48. Well, they have given 3 points, and of course you kind of have to sketch it so you get an idea. And they want you to find the distance of PR, and then they want you to find the distance of RQ, and they want to ask you to find the average of those two distances. So distance formula, then you get 13 and 5, which is 18 divided by 2 is 9. One of the mistakes students would do if you don't draw this. If you don't draw this, you can end up making mistakes. So the question was, what is the average, following expresses the average distance from P to R and R to Q. So they're literally asking you to find distance of two lines, and then you have to average it. Make sense? Okay. Next one, question number 46. So we have a parabola intersecting with a straight line. So the straight line intersects at the vertex of the parabola. So this is your H and K, which can be directly obtained from the equation y is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k. Remember the parabola vertex form. So this is the form I'm using. So I'm using y is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k. So h is 1, k is 3. So that's my vertex where it is also the straight line is meeting. Then the straight line meets at the x intercept at negative 1, 0. So we have 2 points. They want you to find slope 3 minus 0 divided by 1 minus of minus 1. So if you do not know the vertex form of the parabola, you couldn't have done this. Then there was a log equation, log problem, log A, P minus Q, log B is negative Q. They wanted you to find log AB. Log AB is equal to log A plus log B. Log A is P minus Q, log B is negative Q, P minus 2Q. Make sense? Excuse me. 1 to 10. D, G, D. J, E, H. A, J, B. Last one, H. Questions?
G, or not, no, 6, number 6.
Okay. At least that didn't have the negative equate though, so that's good. Because that could have really hurt. Because the first 10 really can hurt your score. Like when I say hurt, really hurt. Okay, so that one didn't have, so I'll look into that one. All right, so we have done 46 to 60 so far, 1 to 10. We're gonna go to 41 to 45. So I'd given just a little break between the tough ones to get back to easy ones. 41 to 45. You have 5 minutes. Your time starts now. Time's up. All right. Let's go to question number 6. Kiki, I don't know what happened. There are 75 students taking calc, 50 students taking stats. So that means 75 plus 50 would be 125 students.
Oh, I took it
But
as-
there are only 100 students. There has to be 25 who are overlapping.
Okay, yeah, I did like 1/2 times 3/4 and wasn't,
Mhm.
I just was thinking about
Mhm.
doing that.
You have to do it. You have to find out how many are taking both. Then divide by 100.
Okay,
This is the greatest advantage of an Venn diagram. The Venn diagram will help you to tell the overlapping factors. All right, 41 to 45. CHD. KE. Repeat. CHD. KE. Questions?
44,
44.
then 5. 44, 45.
All right. You guys will be doing question 11 to 20. 11 to 20. You'll have 7 minutes. 11 to 20. Your time starts now. Time's up. All right, so let's go to 44 and 45. 45, something we have seen a lot lately in ACT, almost identical problem. So we have two lines intersecting at 90 degrees, perpendicular lines at negative 3, 1. One of those lines also meets the point 0, 2, which is the y-intercept. So this is the line negative 3, 1, and 0, 2. So we can find the slope of this line. 2 minus 1 divided by 0 minus of minus 3, you get 1 over 3. Right? Then we want to know this line, which is at 90 degrees, where does that touch the y-axis? We know there is a relation between the slopes of the perpendicular lines. If this is 1/3, the perpendicular line will be negative inverse of that. So it will be negative 3 over 1. So for this line, y is equal to negative 3, which is the slope, x plus b. As this is a point, this is a common to both, so I'm going to pick this point. Y is 1, x is negative 3, b is negative 8. So this perpendicular line touches the y-axis at negative 8, so 0, negative 8 is the point of intersection with y-axis. I've seen this a lot. 44, great question, just a tricky wording, so I have to read it a couple times. So you have two buildings, same height, and they're tying two ropes, R and S. R rope makes an interior angle with building A at 75 degrees. So this 75 degrees is this one here, okay? And then they also have rope S that intersects with S intersects with R at an angle of 15 degrees. Question is, where is the what is the angle at which the S meets the building A? So if this is 15 degrees, the vertical angles, this will be 15 degrees. So if you form a triangle, 75, 15 is 90, so this will be 90. So what I've drawn is just a good schematic, but it's actually going to be horizontal line like this. Make sense? And so if I have to draw it kind of correctly, it's more like this is how it's going to look like. This is 15 degrees. Sounds good? This is 15, this is 75, and this meets here at 90 degrees. So this is how the two ropes are constructed. Make sense? Yeah. I didn't actually expect this to turn out to be 90 degrees when I started solving this problem. So 11 to 20. AHD, GEG, repeat, AHD, GEG, DKC, last one K. In the first 20, did anybody get all correct?
Audrey.
Damon. Ready.
One wrong. Two wrong. Two people. First 20. First 20 will define your entire score. So, questions? $36 to $40. You'll have 4 minutes. $36 to $40. Your time starts now. 4 minutes. Thumbs up. Do you guys need more time? 36 to 40. HCG. Repeat. HCG. AH. Questions? Yeah.
40,
36.
Hmm?
36.
40.
$36 should have been directly done either using a calculator because they have 36. How many did the matrix multiplication by calculator? Yeah, I would have done that. Never ever have to take risk with the when the numbers are given. So this is a 1 row by 3 columns. This is 3 rows by 1 column. So this is going to be a 3 by 3 product matrix. This is a 3 by 3 matching. So it can be multiplied. So the answer will be a 1 by 1. Right? So the number of rows of the first matrix and number of columns of the second matrix will be the answer. So 5 times 3, 15. 1 times 8, 8. 4 times 2, 8. So 15 plus 16 is 31. So this is a 1 by 1 matrix of 31. What's the other one somebody asked?
40.
40? What was the confusion, Kiki?
Oh, I figured it out. I just didn't read the problem correctly.
Remember, they get 2 free tickets each.
Yeah.
So now, so it's 1:57. So we're on track here. Actually, perfectly well placed. So one of the things to remember, you'll be getting a 10 minutes break now. Okay. Make sure you don't use your phones or try to just Then you will have Lauren will be here doing English and reading. Okay. So want to remind you guys this, that whatever questions we do not do in this test, whatever questions we do not do, whether it's English, reading, science, or math, doesn't matter. You need to complete this week before the April 17th test. Sounds good? So make sure, because we cannot cover all questions, there's no way. But whatever we don't do, you must do it at home, hopefully by Monday or Tuesday. Sounds good? Answers are on the back side of the test, but I know you guys well enough that you won't cheat. It's not going to help anybody. All right? 10 minutes break. Don't log off if you're online. Stay here. Just be on mute. And I'll see you guys later for science. Yeah, 10 minutes break.